Hello, K Renee. How you doing? How you doing? I'm a little bit rushing right now. I just come from outside teaching the grandkids how to use the weed eater and straighten up out there. Yeah, it's a catchy name. Whew. I, I, yeah, I'm trying my best. As my wife say, our kids were training kids, and these grandchildren are the ones we actually gonna train. Grow what I eat. How you doing, bro? I, I've been so busy, I forgot to put up a post on what we're going to talk about and all that stuff too. So I don't have a guest for tonight, but what I am going to do is we're going to go a little further from what we did yesterday. We're gonna talk about this preparedness and just being ready. Everybody is not a prepper. Everybody don't. We got a whole bunch of people that aren't prepared for anything. And me, I like to be prepared for some things. I don't want to be caught in a hole when certain things happen. Uh, whether it's the weather, whether a tree fall on the house, whatever the case may be, I like to try to be prepared. Uh, Doing good. Just got back and about 30 minutes ago was pruning my tomatoes. Hey, you pruning tomatoes. I was in the bushes listening to that get it off your chest was driving through tight. Yeah, it was a good time last night. I'm kind of filling in for my buddy until he get back. He's got a few problems and death in the family, so I told him I'll hold it down for him until he get back. I don't know how long he's gonna be gone, but hey, to God be the glory. Uh, I only got two people right now, and I kind of want to hold it off. I do. The link is in the chat if you want to come up, but I believe what we're going to talk about is being prepared and stuff. Because my wife is a I'll say she's a city girl. We've been married 38 years, and apparently, the country life still ain't got to her yet. Ghetto, how you doing? How you doing?
Hey there.
To K Renee, how you doing? And
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm hot. I'm still sweating and all this other stuff. Anne Marie, how you doing? But I'm kind of basically gonna just hoof it off of yesterday
Mhm.
because there was so much information given out yesterday, and so many people
Mhm.
were some were surprised and all this other stuff. But hey, you got to be prepared no matter what the situation is.
Ouch.
Uh,
Almost fell.
like for my wife to go bag,
Mhm.
I got everything I think she would need and a few
Mhm.
things that I would actually have in it. And I keep that in my wife's car, and it's set up for two people, which is her and my grandson. But if there's a
Okay.
third person, they might get
Mhm.
lucky.
Yeah. I like those what are those things? Those little personal water filter straws?
Right, right.
Yeah. I
I,
have mine ready.
yeah, I bought some. I went ahead and bought four of them. I got
Mhm.
2 for the wife and grandson. I got 1 for me, and I believe in keeping everything present.
Mhm.
I'm always in
Absolutely.
my truck, so I got my little
Mhm.
miniature bag that's
Mhm.
always prepared. I always keep that in the
Yeah.
truck no matter what.
Mhm.
And the wife one, uh, I originally made hers back in 2018, but then I went back last year and I updated everything from everything that was going on. Random's
Oh, okay,
Adventures,
I
how you
see.
doing? The Educated Natural, how you doing, sis? And Tori Brain, how you doing, bro? The troublemaker is in the house. Go ahead, sis. What's your bag like? What is some of the stuff you got in your
My
bag?
bag, one of the most important things in my bag, people think is weird, but I have my garden seeds in my bag because I always say you never know where you're going to end up. And I'm sure wherever I end up, it's going to be some dirt somewhere.
That's true. But, but like I said, I got 2 different bags. One that goes for the vehicle and one in case we
Hmm.
have to leave. So
Yeah.
in case we have to
Oh,
leave,
yeah.
that stuff is all together. I don't even
Hmm.
bother it. I just check it every now and then and I add some stuff. That's it. It's
Yeah.
a
I have water in my car. My seeds, well, I don't have the seeds in the car, but I have them present. I have all important papers where I can just grab them,
that's it.
stuff like that. Clothes, you know, you never know what may happen and you may have to jump up and take off. So,
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
I
Mhm.
kind of did it like when me and the wife was young.
Mhm.
The only thing I ever kept in the vehicle was underwears.
Mhm.
We kept underclothes in the car because 9 times out of 10, when we up jump and go someplace, when we get there, she gonna buy something else anyway. So that's just me. The only thing I made sure is we got underwear. That's it.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
'cause you never know.
yeah, and my truck out here, in my truck, I got granola, peanut butter, and
Mhm.
spam. That's the only 3 things
Okay.
I keep in that vehicle right there, and a
Okay.
whole bunch of medical stuff.
Yeah.
I, I have to thank my mom for a lot of the medical stuff. When I went to go clean up her house, she had tons of medical stuff. Oh, thank you, mom. Let me see if anybody's saying anything I need to read. Hello, 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 hello. Girl,
Yeah, I
how?
can't see the chat, so I'm turning it on my television. I'll just turn the volume all the way down.
Oh, that'll work too. Man, I ain't had a computer on my TV in a long time. That
Let's see.
that that TV right there, I haven't even been on for. It's been I think about a year and a half since that TV been on. And this is the place I used to hang out in here all the time. This is the family room.
Mhm.
This is the furthest room from my bedroom, so I hang out in here.
Okay. And see this room here where all the games are and stuff. This is where I hang out.
But and plus I'm working on this in here anyway, so it's
Yeah.
I still got a lot to do in here. We just redid the floor. I told my wife go pick out some furniture and stuff. She didn't do it yet, so when
Oh,
she pick out the
okay.
furniture, I guess we'll finish it. But
Well, that'll be nice.
yeah, because this is the only place I like. Other than my bedroom, this is the only place I like being. Really,
Right.
it's called a family room, but it's more like Pop's room.
Mhm.
My grandson, he go in his room, get on the computer and everything, and majority of the time we have visitors, they go in the living room.
Okay.
But
That's cool.
I
Oh,
like this.
okay. Now I
I like
see.
this room right here. I wish I could set it up the way I want it, but I'm married.
That's right.
Uh, and getting back to the preparedness and stuff. I don't have one in here. I had it last night. The GoPro.
Mhm.
I have 4 GoPros, and the only purpose of those is for my wife. If I'm not
Oh,
home,
okay.
if I'm not home or if something happened or whatever, she grabbed
Mhm.
the uh, Pro. She can hook up small appliance. There's nothing
Mhm.
big she can hook up to it, but she can charge her phone. Uh,
Mm.
she even can watch. No, that's a little TV. That's a emergency TV with all that junk on it that you're supposed to
Mhm.
use. She could watch that, and
Okay.
it's just something to keep her going until I get back or I get myself together, whatever the case may be. And I don't expect her to go out there and
Right.
drag out the big generator and make sure it got gas and then run the big
Mhm.
extension cord in the
Mhm.
house. She probably put it through the window, leave the window wide open.
Right.
On no, baby, you can't do it like that. But she tried. She tried. She a city girl living
Mm.
in the country.
Hey,
Uh,
that's how it is.
yeah. I wish I can get that country into her though. Now when I first got chickens the first time, she named
Mhm.
every chicken I had out there. She named every last
Aw.
one of them. And the only one that I could remember was the rooster. His name was Winston. That's the only name I could remember was his.
How many chickens did you have?
I had 25.
Oh,
I had
wow.
25 chickens. 25
Okay.
chickens plus the rooster.
Okay. See, I'm in the city, so I can only have 4. That's the max. No roosters, no ducks, no any of that.
I'm in the city too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
That's some of the things
Cali
folks
is
can't believe. I am in the city. It's just that it's country city.
okay, I see.
And most of my property is behind me.
Mhm.
Do.
Yeah.
Starduster, how you doing? Greetings to you, J3GS. Live out just dropping in. All right, sis. Good. Thanks for dropping in. Deborah Garrett, how you doing? I think that's it.
Hi, Starduster, Deborah, Anne Marie. Those are the only ones I see.
Yeah.
I know growing what I eat is in there.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's here.
yeah.
I'm not gonna prolong. I'm gonna just do this hour because I still
Yeah.
got a bunch of work to do, and them boys think they're getting off easy. They said, "I'm getting ready to go get on my computer," so they went running in the room. But I'm gonna get them. Uh,
Yeah.
the chicken now. The unfortunately the goats I have.
Mhm.
I started out with 2 goats and got all the way up to 15 goats. Now I have 4 goats,
Okay.
and the
Okay.
wife named the goats.
Oh, wow.
As far as I'm concerned, they give me my milk and my whatever I need from them, they good. But
Mhm.
I stopped calling them by their name. I just call them goat. But they do know their name. Uh, I yell Gladys, she'll put her head up. I yell Blessing put her head up. The only two really don't know their names is the twins. Uh, Dog, I don't even remember their name. Ooh, see, tell you don't need to name the animals unless you name them breakfast, lunch, dinner, uh, family course, lean meal.
You are a mess.
What? You the one who want to play with your food. I don't want to play with my food.
Well, see, my chickens are pets.
Like I said, you want to play with
So
your food.
I do. Well, you know what? I use the eggs. See, I don't eat meat, so I use the eggs. That's it.
I
Mhm.
guess I'm gonna have to come to your house just to get chicken in.
No, not my babies. And see, my husband, he eats meat, but I make sure that he has some in the freezer so he's not looking at my girls.
Oh, he always looking at him. He says sooner or later, I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get y'all. He
See, I
just
have
don't
to
say
lie.
while you around.
Mm-mm.
He be looking at that white chicken you got there. Yeah, I bet
Not my babies.
you look good in some
Mm-mm.
barbecue, girl. Hey.
No, not my babies.
Oh Lord. If times get hard like 39, what you gonna do?
You know what? Like I said, wherever I end up, I'm gonna have my seeds and I'm gonna pop them jokers in the ground.
but the seeds ain't gonna grow in 2 days.
They not. I'll drink water. I'll be all right.
Okay. One thing that I've learned being on this earth is
Hmm.
never say what you won't eat.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
I,
sure.
I've done eaten dog and unknowingly, but it tastes real good.
Oh no.
I know
Oh
after I
no.
ate it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do
Well,
that.
one thing I learned, K-gogi and Burgogi is two different words, but depending on how you say it, that's what you get.
Hmm.
And it was cooked up
Yeah.
good. It was cooked up good in them ramen. I enjoyed it. But I
Mm-mm.
done had the
Mm-mm.
let me see, rabbit, squirrel. I don't think I had the
Hmm.
possum. I'm not sure whether I had the possum or not, but knowing my family down here, I may have had possum and didn't know it.
Oh wow. I know my mother-in-law. Now she was from down south. She was from Mississippi. And yeah, she's eaten just about anything. She would just go out in her backyard, and if she saw an armadillo or a possum or whatever, it was dinner. I'm like, mm-mm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
mm-mm. I told her I can't eat meat at your house because I don't know what I'm eating.
Oh, Robin Murphy, how you doing? I was
Hi,
tricked.
Robin.
I was tricked into eat rabbit the first time, and
Hmm.
after that first time, I've been in love with it ever since.
Yeah, rabbit. Now I have eaten that, when I was younger, and it was pretty good. Tastes like chicken.
Well, the thing is, I want to know that I'm eating rabbit. I don't want you to tell me I'm eating rabbit, and you tell me I'm eating chicken, but then I'm eating rabbit. And
Hmm.
I learned how to cook from my grandmother and my mother, so I knew the parts of the chicken. And
Right.
then I asked my grandma. I said, "Can I get another piece?" She said, "Yeah, baby, come on." She gave me something that looked like a breast. I mean, a
Hmm.
thigh, but it
Hmm.
was bigger than a thigh. And I said, "This is a big piece of chicken." Oh, that's just a thigh right there. After we ate and
Oh
cleaned up
my
the dishes
goodness.
and everything, my
Hmm.
grandma said, "How y'all like that rabbit, huh?" Everybody was in there looking all crazy. Rabbit, rabbit.
Mm-mm.
She said, "Yeah, that was rabbit that y'all ate."
Mm-mm. Hey, Crystal.
Never ate it again until I got in the military, and that's what they were serving for
Mm-mm.
lunch. You didn't have it. You ate
Mm-mm.
rabbit, or you didn't eat nothing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Mm-mm.
it. There's not an animal I don't think there's an animal I wouldn't eat. I done ate the snake, and
Really?
mhm, I had snake in the
Mm.
military.
Mm-mm.
This lieutenant want to prove off his skills and everything. He know how to
Mm-hmm.
cook wild food and all that. So he had some snake and some cactus leaves and all that, and
Mm-hmm.
he just want to show off. So, I tasted Lieutenant with your sire behind. I tasted it. But then now we have the rattlesnake rodeo up in
Mm-hmm.
Claxton, Georgia. I
Mm-hmm.
go up there and I get the snake, get the alligator all the time. Hey,
Mm-mm.
it's
How's alligator?
I'd rather have the alligator than to have the snake.
Okay.
And it depends on how you cook the alligator and what part of the alligator. Now, alligator
Okay.
tail, that is some
Mm-hmm.
good stuff if you cut it right.
Okay.
I didn't have some that were kind of tough, and then I had some that you bit into it, you'll swear it was chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But every meat has its own.
Yeah.
They say everything tastes like chicken, but
Mm-hmm.
the meat has its own flavor. It has its
Okay.
own thing to it. Uh, there are 3 rabbits right now in front of my door. It's rabbit season here.
Leave them
Go
rabbits
ahead,
alone.
10. Get them, 10.
Leave
Hey,
them rabbits alone.
hey, just cut them down the center, pull that
Oh
neck
my
back and pull the whole
goodness.
pelt off, wash it off, and put it in the pot, girl.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes, yes. These people don't know
Mm-mm.
what they're missing.
Mm-mm.
But if you buy you buy anything from Old Country Boy, make sure you leave the feet on so you know what you're getting.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, they cute now
Educated
until they
Natural
start
said
eating up
they
your garden
cute.
and everything. Then you're gonna be cussing, fussing, and tell your husband, you need to
Mm-hmm.
get out there and do your job.
Well, see, I don't have to worry about that stuff here. Now, I did see a raccoon around the corner from my house, but I think those people are feeding it because I always see it at the same house.
Mhm.
I have seen possum, but mostly I see a bunch of cats. So
Yeah.
hanging around.
Sh- I buried my dog. Well, first, uh, what's his name? Jeremiah. He went to the freezer camp, and
Mhm.
his I buried. Well, let me rephrase. It was a Jamaican woman that did it, and every part of the goat was
Mhm.
used except for the insides of the gut and all that. The chitlins, all that stuff was taken up out of there. There was, if there was considered meat, it didn't get buried. And
Okay.
I buried that stuff. It was over 4 feet that I buried it. The
Oh
next day I
wow.
came out there, they dug down in it trying to get it. I've
Really?
been, yeah. There,
Wow.
I'm in the city, but there's foxes out here and everything. And
Mhm.
I think there's more than foxes out here, to tell you the truth. Because
Wow.
in my one of my Pyrenees died. I took him all the way to the back of the field, and
Mhm.
I always dig my holes at least 4 feet. I put him
Okay.
down there. Next day I came by just to check. I
Mhm.
find his tail about 12 feet away from where I buried him at. They went down and started digging them up and everything. They said, "We're gonna eat what we want, then you can do it, cover them back up." I
That's a
was in
mess.
Yeah, I was in the process of I was killing some wasp and stuff. So I had the
Mhm.
wasp spray out there, and I just sprayed the whole thing with the wasp spray.
Mhm.
And I said, I'll get you later because it started sprinkling outside. I
Mhm.
came back. It seemed like they stopped eating and everything once I put the wasp spray on it. I
Oh
came
wow.
back and reburied it.
Wow. Crystal said they put cement on top of the graves of their dogs.
Mm, I, I consider that when I put Savage in the ground, I consider
Mhm.
putting cement over him, or I might take him to the veterinarian and let them incinerate him.
Yeah.
But every my ground out there got a lot of fertilization in it. I've
Mhm.
I've got goats, dog,
Mhm.
squirrel, and cat.
Oh
All
wow.
that's buried back there.
Oh wow.
I want my ground to have a lot of nutrition.
Apparently.
Yeah. Well, that's the way I look at it. If there's something, if I see something dead out here in front of my house or something,
Mhm.
there were buzzards hanging around my house, and I couldn't
Mhm.
figure out why. Because
Okay.
I would come out now and then they'll land on my roof. I
Mhm.
said, "Y'all ain't messing up my roof. I got a metal roof." I go get the water hose and start spraying and everything. And then I,
Mhm.
I finally found out there was a dead cat on the other side of the
Mhm.
road.
Oh no.
No problem. When I got that cat, dug me a hole, threw him in.
You are a mess.
What? I'm trying to make my ground rich and fertile. I want to eat too. And
Put the
now
cat
I'm
in
gonna
there
tell
too?
I'm gonna tell you about this other. Now, Lady Farmer is the one. He the one. He said all the dead squirrels and stuff I got out here.
Mhm.
He take and
Mhm.
go put them down by his banana tree and cover it up.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
said, all right. And I said, when I get some more dead squirrels or dead something, they're going over by
Mhm.
my banana trees.
Hmm. And see, I have mine in a half whiskey barrel, but remember I was showing you before I need to separate them?
Hmm.
That's a lot of babes in there. I need to take them out.
Yes. So what you do is you dig your
Mhm.
dirt down a little bit and you get
Mhm.
next side the quorum and you just
Mhm.
shove that shovel in there.
Okay.
Do it like you mean to do it. Go all the way through. Because you hear that.
Yeah.
When you
Oh
stop
my
hearing
God.
that, you got it.
Mm. Okay.
Just take the shovel, pull it
It's
up.
about 4 or 5 of them. I'm like, great. I
Yeah.
didn't know they spread like that.
Yeah, banana trees they
Mhm.
spread, especially if they're
Mm.
eating good.
Mhm.
They're gonna stay there a while. That's why
Okay.
when one fruit,
Mhm.
that's the end of its life.
Okay. Okay.
It's not
Okay.
like an apple tree or a pear tree. Once a
Mhm.
fruit once, that is it.
Mhm. Really? Okay.
That is it.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
you cut it down and use that to fertilize
Good to
something.
know.
Mhm. So you ain't been watching YouTube to learn all this stuff?
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Not those bananas. And I just, well, see, J3, I actually just found out about YouTube a year ago. I didn't even know you can do all this stuff on YouTube. I thought it was just, movies or whatever.
no,
So I had no idea.
I found out about YouTube and Facebook when I worked at the
Hmm.
prison, and I found out
Okay.
about it then. So I got on there, and that's how I got all my
Mm.
information because you got officers running their mouth about stuff they don't
Hmm.
need to run them. So hey, what's the best way to get information?
Yeah.
I just didn't come on with my name, and
Yeah.
I find out what's what and go back. Oh, such and such and such and such. I
Hmm.
wasn't a snitch, but it kept me on board.
That's right.
Uh,
Well, I gotta hop my tail off of here. I'm gonna be in the chat listening in because I gotta
all
get a
right.
meal ready for the old man.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing the same, but I
Look,
got
y'all
caught
don't want me to get in
outside.
trouble.
No, today is on Thursdays and Fridays. I'll cook, or then
Hmm.
again, if I go out and get something and bring it in, that, as far as I'm concerned, that's me still cooking.
Right, right.
But I thank you for
All
coming
right.
up.
All
And
right. So I'll
to,
be in the chat.
yes, ma'am.
All right. See you in the chat.
Yes, ma'am. Anybody else want to come up? You can come up. Today is kind of like a free day. I intended to do something, but I've been busy all day and running to and fro that I couldn't actually put up what I wanted to talk about and everything. So I was kind of basically going on what I was doing, what we were doing yesterday about people being prepared and stuff like that. I'm not a prepared. I'm not a visual preparedness. Put it that way. But I like to be prepared. I like to for me, I consider being prepared. But then when it comes to my wife and children and stuff, I like to make sure I have things in place that if anything happened, they'll be taken care of. And like we said earlier, uh, Miss Renee, she takes and she does certain things, and she got all her paperwork in one spot and stuff. That's also like the way I like to do it. I've got a toolbox in the room, and it has everything in there that my wife would need, and all she got to do is just grab the whole box. We good. And the reason it's a toolbox is there's so much stuff in there. uh, even I try to make everything easier for the wife. Like I said, me and my wife, we grew up two different people, and I always try to make everything that it'll that she won't have to fight to get it done. I'm back in. Okay, but anybody want to come up and this ain't get it off your chest, but you can you got something you want to put out, you can put it out. As I said before, get it off your chest. I'll be doing it for a little while. Uh, my brother Odoms, he had death in the family, and he's got a few issues going on. So therefore, I'll be filling in for him until he gets back, and let's hope he come back and do it all over. Because sometimes you feel like giving up on this thing because you don't see the progress in it, and you have to stop. YouTube is kind of like gardening. If you want to see what you got, you have to wait on it. You can't be trying to rush it. You can't get on YouTube today and expect to be a millionaire tomorrow. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What you need to do is if you get on YouTube, do what you do, be yourself, Come and give the people what you want the people to have and be yourself. That's the biggest thing. Be yourself. Don't copy off nobody else. One thing that I've come to realize is somebody will say you copying. Now, I'm going to tell you about it. It's not an incident, but something back in the early 90s. They kind of wanted to punish me. So they put me in a tower. So when I went to work, I was in the tower all the time. So I always look for something to do because you'd be up there 10 or 12 hours and there's nothing to do. So I said, I wanted a little guitar. So I sat down, I drew the guitar, I drew everything. And the guitar is about 12, 13 inches. And it's a fully guitar. It's just that you could put it in your backpack, everything, and wouldn't nobody know you got one. And I drew it, and I talked to one person about it. And there's people ain't gonna do that. And the whole thing to it is somebody else came out with the same exact thing I had. We all have ideas that are alike, but the point is sometimes it's who brings it out first. It's not that we copying each other, but hey, if God give you an idea to do something, and if you don't do it, somebody else gonna come with the same idea and they'll benefit from it. Am I mad that they came out with the little guitar? No. I don't have a problem with it. Butter Roll Boutique, how you doing? Loving Me Tracy, how you doing, sis? We're up here just talking on preparedness and stuff. And there's a lot of ladies in the chat. Some got husbands, some don't. And the thing to it is, if you don't have a husband, you still need to prepare yourself no matter what the situation is. You're not a man, and I'm not going to call you a man, but sometimes you have to think like a man. You have to think about tomorrow, not just this moment. I want to be able to survive tomorrow, not just right now. If you got five, I'm going to throw African Dreaming in there. If you got 5 cans of sardine and you know it, you gotta last 15 days, you might get 6 pieces of sardine in that can. Okay, don't eat all 5. I can eat 3 of the sardines and I'll be content until the next meal time. And we'll be going through this whole thing. One thing I can thank the military for is drinking coffee. Me personally, I can drink me a cup of coffee and I could carry on with my day. That's it. I don't think about food. But then when you got people around you and somebody's eating, you think about food. But on the ordinary, I drink coffee during the day and I'm good. That's also one of the reasons I got this weight on me too, because I don't eat. Kason 55, how you doing, sis? And so you got to be prepared for some of everything. And like I said, if you don't have a husband, think like a man, just for survival. You got to be strong. You got to do everything. No, you're not a man, but you want to have a mind for a man just for a few minutes that you can survive the next day. And then again, every man don't have a survival mind. You can take and go in the you can step in the room with a bunch of people and you could pick out those that will survive and those that will not survive just by looking at them and watch the way that they respond and do things. That's a survivor. That is not a survivor. That's it. A Resilient Dad, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. Just me. When I go to places, I look at the place and I just think about it. If something happened, where am I going besides going to the floor? I go in a restaurant, I try to put my back to the wall, close to an exit, and I want to see the exits. I even want to see where they come in from serving the food because I don't know what I have to do. It's certain things that you do to be prepared. You see some people that carry a pen constantly. They ain't taking no notes or nothing, but they know that pen will save them. A little, you don't have to be a smoker or anything, but keeping a cigarette lighter in your presence, keeping a cigarette lighter in your car, keeping a knife in your car, every little thing you can use for survival. All this food and stuff that you, like I said, don't say what you won't eat. I know you're gonna say I don't eat this and I don't eat that, but always keep in mind of the situation. I might not be able to get no chicken. That squirrel or that bird that fell right there, that's all I can get to eat. And you know what? I take that cigarette lighter and put me some sticks together, and I will roast that squirrel or that bird, and I will eat. That's just me. That's not everybody. I'm not one that'll jump up and say, "Ooh, that's nasty." My stomach and my head dictate at times. My stomach is growling, and my head said, "Well, it's meat. It's something that'll hold you till the next meal," and that's me. I want to be prepared. I don't want my wife to be out there in the cold. It's certain things that you do. Inside my wife's vehicle, she has blankets. She has those little, the Dollar Tree, the little heaters you take, rub it together, and you put it on you. I put some of them in my wife's car. Anything I think that keep her going until I show up or emergency people show up, that's what she have in there. She has pens, pencils, chalk. She has crayon. She has a walkie-talkie. She has, she has sanitizers. She got honey. She's got antiseptic in there. I put some of everything, and I think that if anything happened, I want her to be able to take care of herself until somebody comes. I know she's not me, but it's there. She might just think about it. Okay, my husband said use this. If I get cut, use this. Don't always think you have to go to the store and buy the most expensive stuff so that you're always ready. My grandson had a cloth belt around here, and I took the belt and I put it in a bag. What it is, it's one of them slip belts. You need a tourniquet, you put it on and you pull it. As tight as you pull it, that's as tight as it get. So anything, water bottles and stuff, you need a cup to drink out. This is my plant water bottle, but inside the bag, I've got 3 inside my wife's vehicle. I've got 2 inside of mine. It's nothing more than the bottle pressed together, suck all the air out, and put the cap on. That's it. You don't have to spend a bunch of money to be prepared. The thing is getting prepared. I've got antibiotic. I've got aspirins. I got pain pills. I got hydrocodone. I got a few pain pills. I got them in these bottles right here. I put them in the bag. I put everything that I think I would need or my wife would need. That is what I put in the bag. I got the purification straw. There's 2 of them in the bag. One for her, one for my grandson. But if something happened, ain't no, you nasty, I can't drink behind you. You better drink behind everybody you can, as long as you can get some clean water. Big Rooster, how you doing? Good to see you, bro. What I'm talking about, I'm kind of talking about being preparedness. I'm going off from what we did yesterday because I didn't have a chance to get ready. I've been running all day and had the grandkids outside trying to cut grass and do all this other stuff. So it's kind of basically what we were talking about yesterday, being prepared. And that's basically it. Even being here in your home, you have to be prepared. Outside your home, you got to be prepared. I did a video last month where the electricity went out, not the electricity, where the water went out in this whole area. They built a new Dollar General down the street from us. and they hit the water line. They turned all the water off, didn't tell nobody nothing. About 2 hours later, there came an email saying everybody got to take and boil up water, such and such and such. Me, I got 6 5-gallon buckets. I went to my backyard. I put water in the buckets. I brought them in the house. I told my son, I said, take these, put one in each one of the bathrooms. We got 3 bathrooms. I said, take this right here, put it by the sink, and these 2 right here, leave it right here. This is in case we need it. My wife, her sister, and somebody else, they're using the water, wash their hands and stuff. I heard the bathroom toilet gurgling, all that stuff. Just having that water out there prepared us that if we lose water, we still have water. And another thing to that is, like Vision and myself were speaking yesterday, it's good to have electricity out there, but when you ain't got no electricity, what you gonna do? I got a hand pump on my thing out there. Back in the early 90s when I bought this house, in the early 2000s when I got this house, I had a big 150-gallon tank out there, and I never saw a purpose for it. So I took it to my grandmother's house because theirs went out. They had a big hole in it, so I put mine up their house, and I never used it. So when I start farming, I just went and got me a little Harbor Freight pump, hooked it up. It put my water and everything out there like I needed. There go my brother. He done got back.
What's going on, bro?
All right.
I'm
We're here just talking
turn
about
this
being
camera
prepared, man. I hope everything's all right with you.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. And we also got Resilient Dad coming up. How you doing, bro?
Going.
You talking about being prepared? Just like about 3 years ago, we went totally solar here. We got 16 panels on the roof with the PowerX Generac backup system. So, I mean, we still tied into the grid, but off the grid at the same time.
Right.
Put the
I mean, so, I mean, it's an investment. It's an investment, but you know, it's well worth it in the long run.
Well,
Resilient Dad, thank you for coming in.
You're absolutely right. The only problem I got with that is I would love to have solar, but they will not put it on my roof.
They won't?
No, I will not let them put it on my roof. I got all that field back there, and you trying to tell me you can't put it on the ground somewhere back there?
Yeah.
I won't.
I'm not trying
nothing in my roof.
interject with this. There is an opportunity. You can have a mobile solar panel roof that's on the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
You can make it at a Home Depot almost,
right,
or you can buy it depending on what you're looking for. And it doesn't have to go on your roof and erode everything on your roof. I'm not saying that there's one way better than the other. I think it's based on lifestyle.
True.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I'll put it this
way.
way.
Mine on the roof. I like mine on the roof because, I mean, it gives me more access to grow, more space to grow whatever I want. It won't be taking up that space that I actually need.
I'll put it this way. This is an old house that I have, but now I had now I have a tin roof. Before I had the tar roof. And when you get a leak, you got a leak, bro. You got a leak. And I said, no, we are not putting nothing on this roof other than the screws for that tin.
Yeah.
But,
and one thing too is the accessibility, right?
Right.
I'm not saying that one way is better than the other. Like I said, it's based on lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
But and I think lifestyle is the key here, right? But also, I feel the accessibility to anything that's a secondary resource for energy should be accessible or more accessible than your primary, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, hold up, Brewster. I don't want a solar farm. I want enough solar just to take care of the main stuff in the house.
Yeah, you can have
right.
Yeah, it's not a full solar farm. either.
Right.
You
That
know, what I'm
Rooster's talking
saying
about a solar.
is,
He talking about me
It'd
wanting
be
a solar.
awesome
I
if
don't want a solar farm.
no, there's a lot of ways you can even have rain catchments that aren't on
oh
your
yeah,
roof that you
Right.
can have
yeah.
that are on the ground that you can navigate and easy agile too, you know.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, it is what it is. You know, I don't want to get too uh, deep in the weeds on that.
T Lala,
But
how you doing? Trish the
in
natural, how
these
you doing?
days and times, we really need to get more prepared than what we've been doing. Because the stuff they're feeding us in these stores. I mean, if it's banned in 37 other countries, it ain't banned in 37 other countries for no reason. I mean,
True.
just like I hear so many tales of people getting diagnosed with cancer. I mean, which my cousin,
Yeah.
she's 38 years old. She passed away from cancer and never smoked a day in her life. You know, she passed away from lung cancer at 38 years old.
Mm.
It can't be all coincidence, man. Like my mom, she's got lung cancer right now. Strongest woman I know. She's still battling for her life, but at 70 something years old, and she's strong. She's strong. She's a survivor. Mom always been strong. But all of this,
Much,
it can't be a coincidence. It ain't all coming from nothing.
yeah,
Right.
much respect, Mr. Odom.
Welcome in, Rooster.
I'll yeah, respect, Mr. Rooster. But Mr. Odom,
Yeah.
man, just you being present in your family life like that when those things happen, you already know, like, it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like it's worth it. You know, even if when they in the doctors and stuff like that, getting everybody in check, you know what it is. Like it's worth it.
Oh yeah,
And it
man.
does
It's
take
a
a lot
hard
from
thing.
you.
It's a
You know,
hard thing to
it's worth
see
it.
one of your loved ones suffer from
Yeah.
something like that, dude. It's. I'm telling you, it takes something. It takes something from
Oh yeah, it
you,
do.
somebody
It
that
do.
close, somebody that close to you. Because I mean, she was my first cousin. Grew up like brothers and sisters. I always knew her like my older sister. And 38 years old, dude. She went to school her whole life to try to make something of herself. Finally become a doctor. Got to practice like a year in a doctor, and then she got breast cancer. Breast cancer. I mean, you know what they do. They took both of them off. She did do chemo and all that for like a year and a half, and then supposed to have been cancer free. She's doing pretty good for a couple of years. Well, all of a sudden she gets hurting in the chest. Go back, find out she got stage 3 lung cancer. They give her a year and a half to live. She lives, I think, another 2. It's just sad.
That's God
I'm
though.
tell
Too.
I,
Yeah.
I
I
Yeah.
tell
feel you,
anybody
bro.
she was
You,
probably one of the best ones in our family. Far
Yeah.
always was did what she's supposed to,
Well,
follow God's law.
you
One
gotta
thing
be
I
you
know
gotta
encouraged.
is
you gotta
there.
look at this. You gotta look at this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Odom, death is hard to watch, no matter
Oh
how
yeah,
it comes along. It's
oh yeah,
definitely
it is.
hard to watch.
Especially when it's someone that close
Yeah,
to you.
exactly. But at the same time, my mom, she lived for 11 years with her breast cancer before she went on home to see the Lord. But her doctor had breast cancer and had a double mastectomy and lived. I think she's still living to this day, and that was almost 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I say that to say when the numbers come from souls and they send them in, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not. That's a harsh thing to say in some people's eyes, but we never know when our ticket gonna get punched. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Robin
I don't
Murphy.
know. We don't. Like my
Yeah.
cousin that just passed, man. I mean, he was like 6, 7 years older than I was, and we always call him Superfly. He was fly. He was Superfly. But he was the party type dude. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I
Live his life on the fast lane.
yeah, but I went to two. I had to go to 2 funerals this week. That's why I didn't really get at you, Resilient Dad. I forgot about these funerals. But
No worries.
I went to a funeral Tuesday, and I just left a funeral right now. Just getting back home from one. Both of these dudes was younger than me. You know what I'm saying? One of them had a heart attack, and the other one had a car accident. Happened so fast, it just killed him and 2 other people in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just never know how you're gonna go, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm thankful for God for waking me up all the time that I do wake up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
And
me too.
that's one of the things right there. You got when you wake up, that's the first thing you ought to do is thank God for letting me see another day.
Yes. Yes.
And he
Yes.
respects that. He respects that.
Yes.
And I thank him for opening me up internally a long time ago. Because the way I was going back in, I wasn't gonna live nowhere to live today on that right now, the age I am right now. So I thank him every day for waking me up internally.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can be amongst the living dead, or you can choose to do something with it. And honestly, man, you're not judged by either choice.
Yes,
Especially
sir.
how hard this world is. You already know.
No,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
we all make mistakes, man. That's life. We all
Yeah.
make mistakes. We gotta live with it, deal with it, just get over it.
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it because I'm gonna put it this way: death is a hard thing, and we hate it when it comes towards us. But hey, that's something we got to live with, and we ask
Go
God
ahead.
to strengthen us and those that affect. So
Yep.
I'm
Yes.
gonna leave it.
Amen.
I'm gonna leave that right there and shift
Yeah.
it back
And
to the soul.
Grandmaster Odom, man, thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much for the platform you created. You
Yes,
allow so many people to, like, just in your presence and what you did, enjoy the other day when you've been handling so many heavy things. That is no small feat, my brother.
Yes,
And
sir.
I've been
that's life.
watching you for a little bit now, and I ain't
I
gonna
mean, that's
lie and
life,
say a
man.
long time,
We
but
all got
your
our
your
we all
spirit,
got our
your spirit is infectious.
and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If what I go through can help one person do, then my purpose in life is so fulfilled. 'Cause I mean, because I hurt so many growing up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had. So if you can just give back
Yeah,
just a little.
that's true. That's true. And even if you didn't hurt, just helping people makes you feel good, and you know you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Yes,
oh yeah,
sir.
Because
Hey, but I ain't gonna stay up here, man. I'm gonna get off here. I'm busy out here in the garden. I just
all
want
right,
to
bro, you
touch
take
in
it
on that
easy.
preparedness thing. Y'all stay blessed, man. I
You take it
appreciate y'all.
easy. My prayers are with you, bro.
I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it.
All
Yes,
right, brother
sir.
Odom.
yeah. And shout
Now,
out to Mr. Odom. Thank you.
right
Yeah,
now, let's shift it back to the solar panels.
I was
What
actually
about
going to
the
shift it
solar
back
farm
too.
rooster?
I was going to shift it back too, if you don't mind. When you were saying always keeping your back to the wall and seeing the exits,
Right.
we did that on Father's Day because I was like, hey, I know I'm getting out to eat and being blessed with this beautiful steak, but I'm out here with all of my assets. I'm talking about the family, like all the people I care about.
And
And it's a holiday, anybody can act the fool. So I was like, let me make sure this is over here, not over there.
that's true. Sometimes when I go in the restaurant and they ask you where you want to sit, I'm gonna sit where I feel comfortable and I can see the exits
Oh yeah, they
because
had us in this nice little like booth and stuff, and I was like, "Babe, ask them if we can go over here in this one." Just because I had a better sight, I was just like, "Let me see if we can get over there."
yeah.
Yeah,
The
but no,
thing
I just
is,
wanted to say that point as well because I think that's as prominent as to anything in life these days. You know.
yeah, you got to watch out for yourself and your family, no matter what.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, continue, guys. Yeah, thank you.
So, uh,
Okay.
what I was asking, J3, you don't want a solar farm? Because, with solar farms, you can sell off some of that power. Because you say you got a lot of land, right?
Yeah, 5.5 acres.
Yeah. So, man, I'm not saying, just a solar farm for yourself, but, you can sell off some of that power. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but you know what? They'll be in my business,
I
and they'll
got you.
also have
Okay.
their
Okay.
equipment
I
on my
follow.
property.
I
The
follow.
answer
Well,
is
no,
no.
no, no. What I'm saying to you is you could sell it. They wouldn't have none of your business. It'll be all your business.
Roaster.
I hear
But
you.
you sound
No.
wild,
I hear you.
right? I think you got to hit a threshold. I mean, unless you're talking about something different, right?
No. I understand what you mean, Rooster, because
Okay.
down from they got 1, 2, 4. There's 6 solar farms not too far from me.
Okay.
And me personally, like I said, I don't want other people in my business. So I'd rather get the panels and everything out of my yard, all electricity I can use, and if anything happened, I'm good. That's the way I
Okay.
look at it.
Okay.
Yeah. And Big Rusted, was
Yes,
you
sir.
also thinking about too what I was saying about having those solar roofs that you can have portable on land, as
Mm-hmm.
well as the rain catcher roofs, or you
Mm-hmm.
had a whole nother idea?
Mm-hmm.
Because I like those because it's portable. I can bring them in my little, I call it my hanger. You know, I can just bring them in my hanger, and we
Right.
good if we need to get it out the way. You know.
Right.
But what was your thought on that?
Well, I'm thinking, I was thinking more like excuse me, y'all. I was thinking more like, have you seen the portable trailers with the solars on it? So they make the whole trailer with the portable on it, and then it has the battery pack and everything, and all of all the outlets and all of that for that you could take around and actually sell to, like, people who need it. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you can you know what I'm saying? If in case you need it, it's at home already on the trailer. You just plug into your receptacle into a wall. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I was thinking more of. But when I said that, when I was saying a solar farm, it was strictly for just, for yourself at home, and if somebody else needs to buy, or actually bring batteries to be charged. You know what I'm saying? Because basically that's what you're doing.
I've seen it at Walmart. That's what they got out in the parking lot, the solar panels and all that stuff. Put the lights and stuff on everything out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
That would be nice, but I know that's going to be a big pinch of money. But
yeah, it's a little too rich for my blood.
Well, no, because I'm saying you can actually build these solar trailers yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you get the right ones, the right panels. I know y'all was talking about them yesterday, and
yeah.
I know some of them. I know they get expensive though, but the ones I'm thinking is like a 16-foot trailer, and I think you can get like 8 panels on each trailer.
Yeah.
Or 4 to 8 panels on each trailer, depending on which direction, if you put them horizontal or vertical.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and I was saying this mobile, like you can have it on the trailer and you can move it out of the trailer, right? And the things that I was speaking to are the things that move outside of the trailer. That's inside, you can move it out, move it in, move it anywhere, and you can still help power anybody, anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
From 8 volt, 12 volt, anything almost, Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I didn't get that deep. But
I'm writing that down. Mobile trailer pant. I'm writing that down because I think that's something.
Wavy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something I'm gonna look into.
Yeah.
The benefits from knowing the Bay Area player.
Hey.
Well, I've seen it before, and I was like, at first I was like, man, what are they? And I thought about it, and I'm like, oh man, that's a sharp idea right there. Get your trailer, and then you can also like rent that trailer out. Say people want to go places, but they need power. You know what I'm saying? And they just don't have it. Where they want to go, they can rent that trailer and take it along with them. And you know what I'm saying? Now I don't know how trustworthy a person has to be. I guess you would have to have them put big.
You gotta make sure you got that full deposit in.
Right. That's what I was just saying.
Realistically, I won't be lending it out.
Right.
If
not, I said if it's a revenue generator though, Jay, that's just something to think about. I know you got all the money in the world. I know you print money at home, man, but I understand.
I wish I did.
Yeah. You hear me, real Brazilian dad? I know he print money at home, but
I've been trying to print them pennies, man, from 1934, 39.
Yes, sir.
Still can't get it right.
Man, I
know you got the bread, J3.
I got a penny. I got a penny, but I don't know what year it is. I got a
I want that 34 brass, not the 34 copper.
I got a full old school silver
19
dime too.
Is it 1934 brass?
You gotta let me know. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's 1930. I think it's 1934.
Yeah, sound like that with a different material.
I think that's during the war where they made pennies out of steel. They got the steel pennies. The steel penny ain't worth that much.
Something like steel. Yeah, something like steel for sure. Yeah.
The steel one ain't worth that much, but the brass one, that's a pretty penny.
That's what we call that.
Hold up, J3. You say when you used to steal pennies.
Well, yeah. I used to steal them.
You know, I'm just meddling.
Hey, my mama tore my behind up, but yeah, I stole them.
Yeah.
She is Sunshine. How you doing, sis?
My mama sure taught me how to stop stealing.
And then them pennies became penny candies. And you didn't know you could have bought the whole. You could have bought the whole company, the whole building.
Now this is a penny ordeal. Now my father-in-law, he had a good mind on him. Him and his wife, they separated and everything. He had some more children and all that. But before he passed, my wife went to go stay with him for a whole month. And then she came back following month. He passed. So we ended up going back up to Chicago. Now, I think he knew what he was doing. Now, his kids, they knew that he had money. He just had money lined up in little pouches. They went in and took the money. He told his daughter, he said, if I die, what around here would you want? What would you want? And he did a lot of dialing and stuff, and he made a TV. He had a regular TV, and he made a cabinet and everything for it. And my wife said, well, since you built that right there, I think I'd take the TV. And that was the end of the conversation. 2 months later, he passed. And when me and my wife got up there, my wife's stepsister and her sisters, they rampaged the whole house, got all the money and everything, and they left like 2 little envelopes of money up there. Oh, that's our daddy had this and daddy had. That man has so much money. If he break a $10 bill and all he got is singles, he take all the singles and stack them up. He would break a 5 or 10 or whatever, but he never spend the singles. And then he got one section where he had nothing but 20s.
Wow.
So they went through all that.
It looked like that.
No. That ain't nothing compared to what he had.
I know it ain't nothing.
You know what's cold?
I'm just saying, but that's what I've been doing though, Jay.
I had family in my lineage that
and what
it looked like real regular currency until you really realized what it was, you know.
What he did was in the basement, he know I use tools and I do all this auto stuff and all that. He took the money in the basement, all the coins. He took them in the basement, and they was in open space. Couldn't nobody see them. Nobody saw nothing until I went down there and I saw it. I said, "What?" I said, "How come they didn't get this right here?" And my wife's sister came back in. "Oh no, Daddy, this and Daddy that." I said, "Well, did you check the basement?" "Oh no, all Daddy had was up in the room, and me and my sister, we got that." So find out 2 things took place. My wife and my sister-in-law, they went somewhere, and my wife, she said, "Look in the back of that TV that Daddy made." I looked in TV. I looked on one side. I just opened it up and looked. I said, "No, I don't see nothing up in there. I don't see nothing." My wife, she called me back. She said, "You need to take the back off that TV and look in the TV." I went, took the back off the TV. I said, "Dog, none but hundreds, 20s. It was a load of money, but I couldn't take it. It belonged to my wife." So he set up that money for her. Now in the basement where he had nothing but pennies. They were all feather pennies. He had them sitting right there in the opening. Nobody saw them. It was a milk crate of pennies. And I told my wife, I said, now, you know, good and well your daddy left this for me because everybody came in the basement. Nobody saw it. And it was right there in the open. I said, your daddy left this just for me.
Well, they saw it, J3, but they just thought they was too good for pennies.
No, well, whatever the case may be, they had like they didn't see it. So I wanted to just take and put them in my pocket and stuff, but I couldn't do it because it wasn't my father. So I told my wife, I said, you see all this right here? This is a big crate. And every one of these pennies I looked at, they got feathers on them. So he was into saving coins that were valuable. My wife, she wasn't into value, and the other girl ain't know nothing about it. I said, all right, we'll take it to the bank. Took all them coins and put them in the coin machine. Man, there was over $1,000 worth of pennies.
Yeah,
Over
that's
1,000.
so dope. I'm not gonna lie.
And the thing that hurt me so much was I know there were some valuable pennies in there, but I couldn't.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't do nothing.
but I think that's a lesson of you don't know what you see until you realize what you got.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, one thing that got my wife, she kind of learned after we were stationed in Germany, and we have storage rooms under the building we stayed in, and I go in when I come in, I drop all my gear in the basement, then I go upstairs. I came home one day from the field. I said, "Dog, it looks strange in here." The whole place was clean, dusted. Now, why are you going to dust something that's supposed to be a dungeon? And now I got a Singer sewing machine that was made in the 1700s. I was in Germany. Every 30 days, they get rid of brand new stuff. This was in the 1700s, a Singer sewing machine. The only thing it was missing was the cabinet. I took it, put it in the basement. I had car parts and everything, stuff that was valuable. I came back and I looked behind the door, all my stuff gone. I went upstairs raising fit. I said, what happened to all the stuff I had done? Oh, I cleaned up down there. All I did was shook my head and walk away. I said, don't you know you just got rid of millions of dollars? Huh? I said, those car parts right there, that was money. That Singer sewing machine, that was money. My wife, she learned that point. You don't just throw everything away. That point, right? Sammy Joe, how you doing? Urban Garden Chronicles, how you doing?
Code game that's now explained. You did.
Hey. And the thing to this, I never explained that stuff to my wife because I know she wouldn't understand what I was doing. All my wife saw me was getting junk, but junk has value.
Oh yeah, you already know. Everybody know this. Somebody else trash and somebody else you did
Treasures. one man trashes another man's treasure.
There you go. That's true. That's for darn sure.
Yeah,
right. Because the average person, that's just trash right there. But when another person get it, they see the value and they prosper from it.
Well, the good thing is now
all your great aunties and uncles can give you all these water bottle liter type of things worth of pennies, all right? Until you realize it's not just cashing in on the pennies. You might have that lucky penny. You know how that all is. But it's just trash to you because you just gonna cash it in until you really realize what's really going on. And that level of effort too is a level of effort, right? To like know, hey, I might be on to something, right? Somebody that gave to me, you know, or it couldn't be, right? Yeah. It could just be, hey, let's go to Walmart, put it in that little coin machine, and we good.
I don't do that.
Well, the one thing I say is nowadays with the internet at your fingertips, any trash can be treasure. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always somebody out there looking. You know.
Now, one thing that I did, my mother, she said, she said she had a water bottle, one of them big water bottles that you put on the machine. She said, "This is for my grandson. This is for my grandson." She had a bunch of pennies and all that stuff in there. And I know my son at the time, he would just took that whole bottle, went up to the grocery store, put it in the machine. I said, let me tell you what.
Machine.
I said, let me tell you what. I said, you see this bottle right here? I said, your grandma said this is yours. But I tell you what, here go $500. You want the $500 or do you want this bottle of change? He took the $500. I took the change and I put it up because I know my mother and I know her value. So, okay.
So did you ever get desperate and break that bottle?
Nope. I got
J3. Did you ever get honest and tell him, "Hey man, I played you. You know this more
Right.
right.
Now you know he had about $1,000 worth of change in there.
I'm just
well, the good thing to it is, young people, they want to see that money. They don't care about value or nothing.
But you ain't ever tell him like I played you, right? I know there's more than 5. Right?
well, put it this way: he might see this video.
brother she.
Hey, that's how it was. I didn't expect my daughter to pop. My daughter very seldom pop in, but I saw my daughter in the chat yesterday.
Oh man, listen, man, you becoming a household commodity, man. You know, your name ringing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a high school bell, J3.
Come on now.
I'm just saying,
Steve,
man. Everybody wants some of the honey slinger, man.
No. Do they want some of the honey slinger or do they want the honey?
You know what I mean, man.
Or do they
just
want
a little
the
bit of your time, honey slinger. That's what I mean.
I know
Everybody
what you're saying.
Want to hang out with you, bro.
I know what you're saying, man.
Hey, it's all love.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I just want to chat game with you guys. Definitely, my thought, of course. Much respect to Mr. Odom. Hey,
Right.
Good seeing you, brother Worcester. Of course, we're gonna be tapping in real soon. And of course, Mr. J3,
Right.
you're gonna keep tapping in. All right.
Thank you for coming up, bro. I'm
gonna
enjoy
tap
it.
All right, Brazilian. Take care, bro.
And Vision, you just not coming in. I needed your help earlier, bro.
You coming in up front or no?
No, I saw somebody put his name in here. She is sunshine. I'll take a hug and a honey.
Nah, y'all be well.
Okay.
And Big Roos, yeah, we got to make sure you did.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Without
sir.
a doubt. Without a doubt.
All righty.
All
Hey,
right.
thank you so much, J3.
Don't worry, Brazilian. I remind him.
It's all love. I see you guys soon, man. Happy Friday. God bless.
Yes, sir.
You be blessed, bro. DJ Ron, how you doing, bro? You still working with them little cameras and going on with your GoPro and stuff, huh?
No. This a camera that I bought like 10 years ago. And I just realized, man, maybe I could use this, man. This thing is, I tried to take it to the car show with me the other night just to see how the video was. It ain't got no stabilization in it.
Yeah.
Show's pretty good, but it ain't got no stabilization, man. That thing
I've got
shaking like earthquake.
I got a whole bunch, and plus I got a video camera and everything. I don't hooked up to the computer, trying to get it to run through and all that. All that stuff is too old.
Yeah. That old technology, man.
That's it.
Yeah, sir. But I think I'm gonna go buy me another one more GoPro, and then I'm gonna shoot for one of those DLSRs.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly Canon G9 or maybe a G7 or a G9. G9s are a little more expensive than the G7s. I like the G7 Mark III, but they still high, man. And to be old, they still high. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're up to the G9 or G11s now, I think.
I've got the GoPro. I've got both versions, and like I got stuff on there that I ain't never downloaded nothing because I couldn't get it to work right for me.
Is that right?
Yeah, I got one of these Surface Pros,
mm-hmm.
and Surface Pro is kind of like Apple. If I didn't say you could get on there, you ain't showing.
Right.
Yeah, because
That's that digital rights.
yeah, Apple. There goes she. What's up, bro?
The philosopher is in the building.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
What's going on, fella? I'm trying to find my little stand where I can put my phone on. I got it laying down. I don't know my other stand.
You
Yeah,
ain't finished
Resilient
working yet,
Dad.
bro?
Yes, it's on tonight. I think you're gonna like the show tonight, excuse me, Sheed and J3. I think you're gonna like the show tonight, man. I got a real interesting young lady coming on tonight. If she hold up to her end of the bargain, man. I think y'all gonna like her.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're trying to tell me I need to go practice on my singing before I come up there too?
Well, we gonna do that, but I think y'all gonna like what she do better than us singing. You know what I'm saying? You know the singing is gonna be on there.
Oh, so she ain't gonna be sing. Oh, okay.
Well, she gonna sing afterwards. I told her that's part of the show, but she does spoken word.
Okay.
But man, when I tell you she awesome, man. So I'm gonna have all her channels and everything in the description box tonight, where y'all can check her out. And
I think you're going to get somebody I can sing with.
well, you know, hey, you can sing with me, J3.
No. It takes two, but not a brother like you.
You don't want to sing. You don't want to sing with your player partner, folks.
No.
man?
I do female duets.
I love you, brother, but not like that.
What you say, Jay? It's meal, but it got to be a fee in front of it.
Hey, one or two things will happen. You gonna make me look bad, or I make you look bad.
No, you already look bad, J3. What you talking about? I'm the pretty one around here, man. I'm the
That's
pretty
all right.
one.
That's all
around
right. Yeah, you
know.
better be glad I'm tied down with these 38 years.
I hear you.
Hey, if it was less than 5 years, I'll put you to your test.
Hey, listen to that OG talking, Sheed. You hear that OG talk?
Hey,
Boy,
that's-
I'm telling you, if it was less than 5 years, I'll put you to the test, boy.
It's the wisdom coming out. I don't know. I don't know. J3 may give you run for your money back in the day.
Nah, see, listen, you heard that warning, Sheed.
He let you. Hey, he giving you time to let you know.
Right.
Oh,
Boy, for what this 38, he's here. This 38, boy. Boy, look here, man. I'll be 10 toes down around this joint. I hear you.
yeah, man. My wife's sitting right here. You know, if it wasn't for them 16, if it was 2 years, I might give you a run.
That's funny.
Uh,
No, but so but the young lady tonight, I think y'all gonna like her, man. She does if y'all want to, y'all can go check her out. She's on my community tab already. And y'all can check out some of her content before y'all even come, to the show tonight if y'all do show up, you know what I'm saying?
So you trying to tell me go check her out?
Man.
So I
So you can get your voice ready. You can get your voice, but no. She don't do I don't know about her singing skills. Her spoken word is raw though. But I know she and Sunshine said she coming up tonight, so you may be able to do a duet with her.
I don't know. She might want to hug me. Cruising is fun anytime. How you doing, sis?
She want the hugs and the honey, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Hey. She only wanted the honey for her auntie.
So she's sending it up north.
Yeah, so let me shut up. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Look,
Y'all
Educated
gonna get
Natural
me
say
in
she's
trouble.
thinking about coming up singing tonight too.
Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Who thinking about coming up and sing?
Educated Natural.
Oh no.
You see her say it in the chat. She told Resilient Dad she thinking about coming up singing.
Come on, 10. Come on, 10.
Uh-huh.
Hey. 10. Make sure
You said
settle
that,
in.
Educated Natural.
10. Make sure you settle in from moving and everything so that you don't have no excuses. All right,
No excuses, huh?
I don't want no excuses. Because when you start singing and then Rooster start talking trash, I'm gonna have to hit him in his eye, and then I might have to come after you too if you don't sing it right.
Look, she say put 20 on it, and she may come up. Wow. That's how you feel in Educated Natural? 20? I gotta put a dub on it? Wow.
Don't tell Auntie on me. I ain't got no problems with Auntie.
Man, so how's the weather in Georgia?
Oh man, it's 84 degrees right now.
Okay.
Sunny. It was
Hey,
just
listen.
raining. It's sprinkling a little earlier. Yesterday, man, they killed us.
No,
So check
no,
this out.
I ain't getting no sprinkle today.
Listen. We usually have really, really warm springs around here right now. It's summer now, right? But we usually have really warm spring. Man, Sacramento is super hot in the summer and spring. Man, they haven't had a 100-degree day yet.
Oh,
And man, they usually have, by this time, they didn't have 25 or 30 of them.
now that she talking about the rain, yesterday it was raining. It stopped raining and everything, sun out, everything. I got dressed, put my boots on, everything. Went outside, put my hand on my four-wheeler. It started raining. Came back in the house. Told her, I said, all I did was step outside, start raining. She said, it's the Lord. I said, okay. Came back in the house, waited a few minutes, stopped raining. I said, well, let me get on here and go back to the back of the garden and everything. Went in the back, look at the garden, start throwing some seeds on the dirt. It started pouring down rain. I came back in the house. I said, hey, baby, what did the Lord tell you? What is he trying to tell me?
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I live in a crazy climate, so we have a bunch of different microclimates. So you can get like all 4 seasons in one day here in the Bay Area.
Uh-oh, you like
Hey,
Germany, huh?
Oh, man, you'll wake up in the morning, it'll be freezing cold. It'll be winter cold, seriously. You can by noon it'll be like early spring. By 5 o'clock it'll be fall, and by 9 or 10 o'clock it'll be winter again. You'll be like, wait a minute, man.
Well, that's that German weather for me.
Yeah, man. But I tell you, it's so crazy that you get maybe 30 miles inland away from the water, from the bay. Man, it'll be a 25 to 30 degree difference.
Mm.
So you mean tell me y'all got a whole nother world? Y'all,
Oh man, we
say
do.
it's real like Kevin Hart. I mean not Kevin Hart, but Cat Williams. But Cat say it is 3 weathers all in one.
Hey,
Rain.
man. Yeah. Hey, it's true.
Regenerative
Man.
life. How you doing, Wayne?
How you doing, Regenerative Life? We just the other morning so I live near 2 mountains. One is called Mount Diablo and one is called Mount Tamalpais. Mount Diablo is hot. They call it, it's the Devil's Mountain. But Mount Tamalpais can get cold as ice. But the crazy part about it is it gets just as hot as Mount Diablo, but it stays green because it sits closer to the ocean. Mount Diablo, the only time it get green is when the fog roll in. So Mount Diablo, we woke up the other morning, it was 37 degrees on Mount Diablo. Late spring, early summer, you don't never get that on Mount Diablo. I mean on Mount Tamalpais, I'm sorry. Okay.
Diablo. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've only been in the clouds one time, and I'm not talking about on a plane. No, I'm serious.
No, J3, you wasn't getting high like that back in the day, was you?
No. I mean, actually in the clouds.
You threw it out there, man. You set yourself up for that one.
That's one of them Korean days as an infantry.
What'd you say? Not them highs.
Hey, this was the highway the feet hurt. You walk through the cloud, your clothes is dry. You walk through the clouds, your clothes is wet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
man-made global warming. They still messing it up instead of
Oh,
letting
yeah.
God do it.
Oh yeah, man. Without it, yeah. Hey, listen, man. That's all that exhaust in your tailpipes, man,
Well,
and some other stuff. Not
yeah,
just that.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? But
I think the worst thing is because they cut down so many trees.
that's
What's
exactly
doing
what
it.
it is.
That's what's
That's
doing
exactly what it. And then they cut them down in the rainforest. That rainforest it didn't shrink so much.
it. Yes.
Yeah, hey, I definitely know it's real. So J3, man, hey man, you and Odom got a good thing going here, man. Y'all do y'all thing, man, and I like what y'all doing here, man.
Well, all the props got to go to Odin because actually we started together and he left.
We can't give all. Listen, man,
and he
you
can
got to
come
take
back
some.
anytime he wants.
Like y'all tell me, you got to take some of that, too, because if it wasn't for you, I mean, Odom probably would be doing this by himself, but without you, it wouldn't be the same. You know what I'm saying? Y'all started this thing together. Y'all knocked it down, and that's what's up.
Yeah. Well, by the grace of God, we may come back together, but it's all up to my bro how it goes.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, hey, listen, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
I appreciate it, Rooster.
Listen, you gonna have to drop something in the super chat for me to hang out with you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he telling y'all right there, folks. He ain't gonna never hang out with me.
Come on, man. You know better than that.
I don't do it like that.
You personally kicked my career off in YouTube, man. Wasn't nobody fooling with me till we had that discussion on your channel.
Hey, the thing to it is real life. Hey, everybody want to talk life, but real life is there.
Hey, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm not gonna prolong no more. I want to thank you for coming up, Rooster. Sheed, you ain't said much, but you were here.
Yeah, man, I'm over here doing some little things, but I had to come up and show a little love, man, to the fellas over here.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it.
All right, brother Sheed. All right, J3, I appreciate you for having me. And
anytime, bro. You can come up anytime.
Hey, we'll do it again, man.
Right.
All right, now.
Good one, fellas. Everybody in the chat, I thank you for coming in. I appreciate it, and I love you. And I'm gonna send up some prayers for my bro Odoms and who was it? Regenerative Life. I think something was said about him yesterday in the family. Send up some prayers for him, brother Odoms, and I'll see y'all folks in these YouTube streets. Y'all be blessed, and I love you. Y'all have a good night now.